There's explosions also in Israel as well. I just seen it now. I thought it was
Yeah,
one
I
way or
think
that.
that I see like some people from Saudi are writing about it, but I'm not sure.
So also Qatar got hit apparently. So US bases in Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, and Kuwait are being attacked by Iran right now. There's probably gonna be some air defenses like that's gonna work. And no, some people are reporting Saudi Arabia, some people are not. Yeah, I mean, pretty good of them. Like they can attack every country like in the Gulf. But hopefully they used all those missiles for Israel. That would be better.
Yeah, but the something we need to kind of understand with looking at the 12-day war, um, Iran's strategy is it's really quite simple, isn't it? To kind of making sure that they overwhelm any of the defensive capabilities um, coming to coming within these particular countries before utilizing quote unquote the ballistic missiles or the hypersonic missiles as well. Um, and in regards to what's been reported in Saudi, um, some of the brothers have been speaking to earlier on actually have been saying that they've been intercepted. So the missiles have come into Saudi airspace, but they've been intercepted immediately. So um, we'll see what happens. We know that there's also Iraq has been struck. Currently, as we're speaking, primarily though, this is being reported by Israeli media. Uh, and we also know that currently, as we're speaking now, that more missiles are on the way, and the air sirens are going off as well. So really, again, these missiles will be coming in waves. This is just typical. I'm not a military expert, but having just looking at patterns, these will eventually come in waves. Systems, defensive capability systems are being overwhelmed before we actually start seeing the real hypersonic missiles currently being used. I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of the videos coming from Iran itself, especially around Tehran. It's not looking too good actually. B-2 Spirit bombers being used. So and their defensive, they don't really have any effective interceptors themselves, and they've been overwhelmed. And there are news coming through from there that basically said that the internet is currently
It's very dangerous
being
outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere.
they're saying,
To the
yeah, so
great
that
proud
there's
people of Iran.
internet
I
This
blackout
is this is
as well,
Trump's
and
message.
that the internet is currently being hacked as well. So there's a lot going on
I don't know
at
what I
the
make
moment,
of it.
but
I don't know where the space is gone. Yeah.
that they will be start attacking American targets as well. Uh, so we'll see. And sisters, and to kind of sort of update us with what's actually happening on the ground, and we've just done group WhatsApp calls and messenger calls. But we'll see what happens. But it's just going to get worse for sure. And something, as I said earlier on, something I'll land here. Something we need to keep in mind is regime change is not easy. You do need to have foot soldiers on the ground to wanting to establish that. So yes, you can bomb, um, buildings and infrastructure and cause chaos. But to just say, right, I'm going to be utilizing bombs to have regime change, that's just not feasible. And when has that really kind of happened recently, excluding the Venezuela example, within the Middle Eastern regions? It hasn't really, unless you had actual soldiers on the
and
ground.
to
So we'll see what
unleash
happens.
us to the great proud people of Iran.
This
I
is
say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand.
Trump's message.
Stay sheltered. Don't leave
Well,
your
it's crazy
home.
though,
It's
and
very
Doctor,
dangerous outside. Bombs will
because
be
of one
dropping
country,
everywhere.
the whole Middle East is on
When
fire.
we are finished, take over your government. It will be
It's
yours to
insane.
take.
The
This will be
look,
probably
some
your
of, yes,
only chance
we hate
for
the Iranian
generations.
regime,
For
and
many
hence
years,
why
you have asked
I
for
made that
America's
statement
help,
earlier on,
but you
and
never got it.
I
No
included
president
the
was willing to
innocents
do what I am
that
willing
are
to do
involved. But
tonight.
we also need to
Now
keep in
you have
mind
a
the
president
humanitarian
who is
crisis
giving you what
that
you
this
want.
will
So let's see
eventually
how
start
you
causing
respond.
within the region as
America
well.
is backing you with
By the way,
overwhelming
for those
strength
that
and
are
devastating
into sort of
force.
trades
Now
and
is the time to seize
markets and
control
stuff,
of your destiny and to unleash
prepare yourselves.
the prosperous and
Next
glorious
couple of days,
future
the market
that
will
is
also
close
be
within
very,
your
very
reach.
volatile.
This
And
is the moment for
you need to
action.
also
Do
understand
not
that
let it pass. May
you
God
know,
bless
things are
the
just going
brave
to
men and
get
women of
expensive,
America's armed
especially those who
forces.
are living
May
in the
God
diaspora.
bless
So just
the United
keep
States of America.
keep your minds in
May
that as
God
well.
bless you all.
But
Thank you.
you know, war is expensive. War is profitable for a lot of people, and there will be many.
The way I see this, it's just another Western world going to attack another Muslim country for oil. That's how I see it. And then we're going to get another influx in migrants and refugees because we bombed the shit out of another Muslim country. And then we're going to have more British people, patriots, saying, oh, they're overcoming our country. Well, we have bombed the shit out of their country for the last 30 fucking years. What do you expect? Let's go back into space. I've lost it. I know it's definitely in you.
There's no reports of
All kicking off, it is.
being thrown out that particular areas. They're primarily targeting American American assets, and they will be utilizing. You know, remember this.
Keeps doing that for me. Keeps messing up. All the airspaces are closed. It's all kicking off.
Just finished testifying in front of the House Oversight Committee. I did it for two reasons.
This guy just gives me the creeps anyway. He's mastered in the Epstein Island thing.
First,
Yeah, I'm not listening to that for 3 minutes, 25 seconds. I'll watch this. We'll have a little bit of a doom scroll today, I think. We haven't had a doom scroll in a while.
That's a very white job. That doesn't sound fun at all. Oh, you must be terrible at basketball. To end up a financial analyst. You got a gun? No gun? You sure you're black? It's the second time. Okay, that warrants the question then. If somebody breaks into your house, what's your first line of defense? What would you do to defend yourself? You gonna fight him? Okay, Kimbo Slice. What do you mean you're gonna fight him? You have a background in martial arts? He said, I'm a black man. As soon as I stand up, yeah, but chances are they're also black.
Let's go. Which one should we go in, guys? I'm going this one. This one's the one with all the chaos coordinators.
To the people living in Tehran to leave Tehran in a calm, orderly manner if they're able to.
Fucking hell, yeah, we're gonna bomb the shit out of you. Please leave in a calm, orderly manner.
So I don't know the sources. Al Hadath, Al Arabiya Al Hadath is saying that Israeli sources are confirming that there was an attempted assassination of
Iran
the
could produce a nuclear weapon
and the
in a
Iranian
very short time.
He's had the same story. He has had the same story every time.
It could be a year.
They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly if they wanted to.
These are all the years that Netanyahu has said Iran a week or days away from a nuclear bomb. 1995, 2006, 2012, 2015, 2018, 2025. Mad.
On the IRGC being struck, here's something interesting you ought to know. Javad Zarif, the former foreign minister of the Islamic Republic and current and recent special advisor to the president, Pezeshkian, he said in IRNA state media that Israeli spying in the Islamic Republic is so extensive that he said
Life
it's
always finds a way.
institutionalized. That is
And
to
so
say,
will you.
every layer of the
It's true
Islamic
message.
Republic, there's Israeli intelligence, and so that is why they were
Oh, Madina. Madina Rebis in Dubai just hit. Meanwhile, I'm done with daily meetings. 3 weeks and the hype wasn't warranted, you reckon? Don't know how I feel about that. I think I agree with the one who said it's going to be a prolonged war.
Look, the Iranian hypersonic missile.
I hope it doesn't cut out. It's got a habit of cutting out.
Aircraft carrier can't even stop it. So that's a problem, by the way. That's a huge problem. That Bahrain has, for example, 7 different THAAD systems and 3 Patriot systems. None of that can stop. What is going on? Oh my God, another missile.
Look,
Keep your mic open.
I've just posted 6x. I've just posted on the jumbotron. Look at the gaslighting from the Israelis.
Reported from Israeli intelligence that the Israeli
ورنيهم مراكن مي يهودي مي محاينا قدوني انا على بود.
Yeah, I got a feeling that one's going to get me back somehow. Because I haven't got a fucking clue what they're saying, probably.
Let's be clear. If being anti-Israel and anti-Israeli policies has a new definition in the 20th century as being anti-Semitic, then you should know, Mr. Councilman, you are representing a community of thousands of Torah true Jewish anti-Semites, because we are all united as anti-Israel and anti-Zionism. But you know that this is not the case. We are not anti-Semites. You should well know that tens of thousands of Torah true Jews living in metropolitan New York and worldwide are simply following the teachings of Grand Rabbi Joel Teitelbaum of Satmar. He was titled as the chief rabbi of Jerusalem. He wrote this book, known as Vayol Moshe. In this book, he wrote hundreds of pages denouncing the Zionist enterprise based on biblical and Talmudical passages. Now, Mr. Councilman, would you believe that Grand Rabbi Joel Teitelbaum should be titled as an anti-Semite because of his Torah true anti-Israel stance? Of course not.
Yeah, I think the case is they've overused the word now, haven't they? Like, everybody's an anti-Semite to them, and when you overuse a word, the substance starts to diminish. So you're starting to use overuse a lot of words that will become meaningless very soon, like anti-Semitic, racist, homophobic, sexist. Can't even tell a woman she's wrong without being called sexist nowadays. It's fucking crazy. But on that matter, I shall be back because I am going to put a t-shirt on. And we go into another war. Trump's taking us to another war. IRGC carries out heavy missile attacks on US bases in Qatar, Kuwait, the UAE, and Bahrain, says Iran's fair news agency. Is it a fair news agency though? That's what I think.
Good comms, good comms, good comms. Got one, got one. Did you hear her, Koshi? They have the. We gotta act fast. They have the. Go, go, go.
I don't care what anyone says. Burnt peanut is actually hilarious, man. He's funny as shit. I'll be back. We are back. Back with a bang. Oh, I missed that. How did he drop?
Now we're down. Well, Cloaksy, I'm not going to lie to you. We should have seen that coming. That's what happens when you go up against a guy with a... I wrote it down. I'm not sure exactly how you spell but I Gigi, how many do you have all the blueprints in the game?
I think I have like 60.
How many are there total?
75.
75?
Well, actually, there's 72 because 3 you can't get.
Okay. All right, this is what we'll do. Next raid, bring in a pink survivor augment, so that way you have 3 slots in your safe pocket. I'm going to give you a couple pieces of equipment, and then you craft the... That way we win next time.
Peanut.
How much does that go for on the market anyways?
Dude.
Could have made up for the whole night.
I told you guys after that. So when that was happening, it was the team below. Then we moved to the team below, and then I was telling you guys in a normal voice and normal English.
I mean, I've never seen in the Webster's dictionary, but if you say so, you say it was normal English.
General first wave raider catches location. I don't even know what that means to play the game. Don't even know what that means, to be honest with you.
That is not your name. That's what your right leg wears for a sock. Your birth name is Magnum. Your biker name. Okay. Are we talking Harleys or bird scooters? Like, what are you rocking? Do I think you ride a bird scooter in those shorts? Yeah. Harley, nice. What year and model? For anybody else in here who's also gay. What caused you to have the transplants? Stepping off a curb. That's pretty weak. You were protecting an old woman? What was happening to the old woman? Hold on. Who did a roundhouse kick? I did. You roundhouse kicked an old woman? Oh, a guy was bothering her. Fuck. It was me the whole time. I was bothering her. I was trying to lure her into my van with some butterscotches.
Butterscotch. Every old person likes butterscotch. Always play the fool. True.
Because the appearance of foolishness pulls every guard down. A man who looks harmless becomes invisible. The fool is the only figure who moves freely through every rank. He listens while others talk.
It's all kicking off.
While others posture.
We got any new updates? We have a look.
Forms for approval. The fool is dismissed, and the dismissed man sees everything. Machiavelli said, "A prince must learn how not to be observed in his observations." The fool embodies this principle perfectly. He provokes no fear. He invites overconfidence. He makes the powerful expose themselves without ever realizing it. But there is a crucial distinction. A strategic fool is a deliberate construction. His ignorance is performance. His silence is calculation. His weakness is camouflage. A foolish person, on the other hand, is not a tactic. Pretending to be stupid is not strategy when the stupidity is genuine. Play the fool, don't be one.
Play the fool, don't be one. That's true. There are many fools in this world. They're not even acting. Never seen a motorcycle parked outside a therapist's office. Just saying. True. True. Do you want war with Iran? No, I do not. See, 30% of humanity, 30% to 36,000 people are fucking idiots because they don't understand the damage that war does mentally, psychologically, emotionally, to entirety, to the whole of collective consciousness. So whoever 30% of that 36K is, you fucking idiots.
Ramadan as a non-Muslim for the first time in my life, and here are 5 things I learned, from least to most surprising. Number 1 are the rules about eating and drinking. Muslims who are keeping Ramadan would fast during the day, which means not eating or drinking anything between sunrise and sunset. The thing is, not every Muslim is supposed to fast. There are some exemptions, such as young children, women who are pregnant, breastfeeding or menstruating, the elderly, people who are ill, and those traveling are exempt. One of the 2 traditional meals you have per day is called the sahur, which I had. Number 2, Ramadan is not only about abstaining from food, drinking, and smoking. So for me, the food hasn't been as much of an issue because I had quite a good breakfast, but the water has been something that I've been thinking about a lot. But I think it's bearable. The thing that is, I think, harder is to strive to avoid negative behaviors. Lying, losing your temper, being angry, arguing, and all of this is to improve your relationship with God. Number 3 are the rules about the non-fasting people. So in many countries in the Middle East, like Saudi Arabia, eating or drinking outside in public places is illegal. It's prohibited and you will get fined if you do so. In other countries like Tunisia, Morocco, Turkey, it's not illegal per se, but it's very socially unacceptable and it's disrespectful to the people who are fasting. But in Dubai, for example, because of the sheer number of tourists, you will see places where people are eating and drinking in public during the day, so Dubai has become more flexible in this respect. Number 4 are charity and penalties. During Ramadan, you're not only encouraged not to do bad things, but also to do acts of kindness and charity that is called sadaqah. The idea is to make sure that every Muslim can eat at the end of Ramadan, and if you're a Muslim and you can afford it, you must donate the equivalent of 1 meal to feed 1 person. So in monetary value, it's somewhere from $5 to $10, and this is called the fitrana. Now, if you miss 1 day of Ramadan, you make up for it later, and you also seek forgiveness. But if you break it through sexual intercourse, there's a higher penalty. Have to fast 60 days in a row after Ramadan, or pay for 2 people's meals every day for 60 days. That's like $1,000. Number 5 is the second meal of the day that is happening directly after the sunset, called iftar. So right now it's like 6.
Because it's designed to help harbour and foster discipline as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of reasons for doing it.
25, so in 5 minutes, the people who are fasting will be able to drink water and eat. Every country has their own way of signifying iftar. In most countries in the Middle East, including the UAE, it's actually cannon fire. So the cannon just goes, and that means it's iftar, time to eat. In Turkey, Indonesia, drums. In Jordan and Palestine, they have lanterns for iftar, sirens in India and Pakistan, and in Lebanon, it's actually church bells ringing together with mosque to symbolize unity, that I find quite beautiful.
That's nice.
Most Muslims choose to break their fast with is a date, as per the word from the Prophet Muhammad. And date is actually also mentioned in the Quran many times. It's kind of the Middle Eastern gem of a food. Thank you. How much? No, it's okay. Thank you so much. Ramadan
true.
Mubarak.
Start the fast, before the fast and after the fast, give you that energy. Give you that boost in energy. This is what began it all for me. 30 odd, not 30 odd years ago, would have been 20 odd years ago. The law of attraction, the secret, what started me down this whole spiritual journey. Lasers. Miss Moody's funny. Late night solo rank. Zeus is playing solo. I can't even get past gold, so I'm no good at. I'm fucking useless. What the?
Nobody makes you feel tense. Nobody makes you feel upset. You always decide how you're going to feel. Blame is the core of all negative emotions. When you stop blaming, you cut down the negative emotion tree. You cut it off, you kill it, and all the negative emotions die simultaneously. The conscious mind can only hold one thought at a time. It's the thought that the conscious mind holds that determines how the emotions will react, how the subconscious mind will react. Since it can only hold one thought at a time, what you do is you knock out the thought that is causing the negative emotion, the blame thought, and you replace it with this affirmation: I am responsible. This is the most powerful, positive affirmation you can use, because the instant that you say, I am responsible, you exert complete control over your emotional life. The instant you say, I am responsible, suddenly you are back in the driver's seat.
True. True. Don't let the bomb play the card Iran card in order to start war. In order to get elected, be careful, Republicans. That was in 2012. I know he's starting a war. He's just done what he was warning us. The Trump, he just followed it on, didn't he? Breaking news: explosions reported in Abu Dhabi. It doesn't look like a US base, does it? It's all a stage, though. This is all for a higher purpose. They want something from Iran, clearly. bonkers. Let's have a look at this one. Mad. I'm so glad I don't live in these countries. Just temporary suspension of Qatar Airways flying due to Qatari airspace closures. Qatari Airways Group confirms a temporary suspension of its flights to and from Doha due to the closure of Qatari airspace. The airline is working closely with government stakeholders and the relevant authorities. I can't be asked to read all that for you, but there you go, knock yourselves out. UAE, Jordan, UK, Bahrain, Germany, France, Canada gearing up with NATO to strike Iran, forcing nuclear surrender. Everyone's teaching Tehran a lesson. Strikes could start tonight. They're not really teaching them a lesson. We all know what's going on. There's always a reason for it. That's not at all why. See, this pisses me off. They make it out like that's all he's done. He put the sign up in the window, halal free. Not at all. The guy's just hated on the fucking Muslim population for the last 15 years. Lied about it. That's why he's doing it. He's having this happen to him, because that's all he says. It's hateful shit. Inbred. Guys from Afghanistan. Likely ancestral inbred. Likely.
Entered the constellation of Pisces, let's take a look at the esoteric connections between
Let's watch
Pisces and the
this.
human body. Pisces marks the end of the zodiac cycle, where the sun finishes its cycle before starting again in Aries. Pisces, representing the ending of cycles, rules the 2 feet on the human body. Just as energy moves in cycles, flowing outward then returning again, manifestation follows the same pattern. Human consciousness expresses energy in repeating cycles as it creates reality. Human
True.
body is a living diagram of how consciousness turns into reality. Thought begins in the brain, thoughts turn into emotions and desires in the heart, and then the feet take action to express this energy.
Yeah, I don't know about the feet part. You take action as a human being, including the feet, just brings you back into physical. You as a human being, all of you, your entire being. And I'd probably flip the script with you feel the emotion, then you see the thought. So you feel an emotion and then visualize it. You can if you've got very good at self-awareness.
The United States military began major combat operations in
Let's watch
Iran.
this.
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels and international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen and Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal, something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the street as they protested. It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again. They can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. But Iran refused, just as it has for decades and decades. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore.
Yes. See, I don't know. He's telling people what they want to hear. And no one wants to go for war again. We don't want to see another war. What? Oh, that's cruel. That's fucking cruel.
Very clear. I'm filing a lawsuit immediately. I'm instructing my lawyers. You are now going to be sued.
I watched this. It was good.
I owe you an apology.
Oh,
I
shit.
admit now that I was wrong, mostly because I'm scared of you.
I'm scared!
Guys, before you judge me and call me a coward, who am I to stand against the great Alan Dershowitz?
That's Alan Dershowitz, an elite former Harvard law professor and perhaps the most famous devil's advocate
Epstein's
in
mate.
history.
He has a glorious history of defending con artists, rapists, and murderers, getting them off the hook.
Klaus von Bülow, Mike Tyson, O.J. Simpson's Jeffrey Epstein.
This is how good you are, Mr. Dershowitz.
Me?
Yes, you defended
Me?
Reverend
Jim Baker.
after he was convicted of defrauding parishioners. You also defended Baroness Leona Helmsley, also known as the Queen of Mean. Wait, why is she called that? The Queen of Mean? Yumma. Ooh. You defended her when she was convicted of defrauding authorities.
Only the little people pay taxes, right?
You represented
Which?
McDonald,
Which?
killing his wife.
Jeffrey McDonald is among the most well-known convicted killers in North Carolina history.
You defended Klaus von Bülow, who was accused of injecting
Klaus von Bülow. If you don't know who Alan Dershowitz is, YouTube him. He's Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. He's a lawyer to all the elites. Jewish lawyer, obviously, with a name like Dershowitz, obviously, and with the influence he has.
his wife with insulin, putting her into permanent coma.
Von Bülow hired Dershowitz to appeal the conviction.
You managed to make the court believe.
Dershowitz argued that Sonny might have caused her own coma.
Wow.
Are you f***ing serious?
You saved O.J. Simpson.
I simply am not going to play that game.
The glove didn't fit. Also, you defended Sheldon Seed.
Welcome, everybody.
A member of the terrorist Jewish Defense League, against a murder charge in the bombing of 2 office buildings in Manhattan. Where do you find those people?
Represented a lot of controversial people.
I wonder what exactly he means by that.
You defended Mike Tyson for rape allegation by going after the accuser, tarnishing her reputation like you did with all the victims in the Epstein files.
That's certainly a possibility.
You went digging in their social media, intimidating them, calling them liars, prostitutes, and even published articles slandering them in the news. And you did that to a 16 years old.
She's an admitted prostitute. She's a serial liar. She's lied.
You're so good. How can I go against you in court? You would destroy me. And I have to be honest, when you threatened to sue me on TV,
He will be sued now.
I tripped a little bit. So here I am, confessing.
Here I come.
Yes. You didn't pay
I love that
Amy
meme.
Jeffrey $1 million, but you paid her lawyers $1 million as fees or settlement. This is what I was trying to say on that show before you cut me off.
Dershowitz's insurance company had paid Jeffrey's lawyers in negotiation. The parties has discussed a figure of nearly $1 million.
Which is still very weird. Yes,
It is.
was your insurance.
It is very weird.
Paid the $1 million, but you also insisted on receiving $50,000 so you can claim payment, which is still very weird.
Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything.
If you are innocent, why would you pay your accuser's lawyers $1 million?
Yeah. Why?
Also, Mr. Dershowitz, she was not the only one. Another
This is
girl,
well edited.
Sarah Ransom. Remember her?
I've spent so many years being
Too many coincidences. Do you know what I mean? It's too many people who come out of the woodwork.
silenced.
She accused you too. Isn't it weird that two separate women accused you together with almost the same names like Prince Andrew? He too was very furious. He too had Buckingham Palace aggressively deny the allegations at first, but then both women settled with Prince Andrew as well as they settled with you. Not to mention
Annie Farmer, an Epstein survivor who says she was just 16 years old.
who also confirmed seeing you in Epstein house in the presence of very young girls.
Robert's one of dozens of underage girls allegedly recruited by convicted sex offender Epstein, including this one she says was taken by Epstein when she was about 15. In the new affidavit, she claims Dershowitz had sex with her 6 times at Epstein's residence.
But that shouldn't be a problem with you since you campaigned to lower the age of consent to 15 years. So in your mind, you just view these very young girls as women. So in conclusion, all this makes you as innocent as Prince Andrew. And you, sir, responded the same way you did when you helped all your criminal friends by slandering the victims.
I can tell you she is still a
And that's what they always do. They always slander him.
prostitute. She is selling false stories now for money about me.
I believe you. But with all that we know right now, haven't you seen anything suspicious when you went there? I mean, it sounded like a really fun party place the whole time. Did you see anything there? Anything? Even a tiny bit?
I never saw a young underage woman. Were there young women in another part of the house giving massages when I wasn't around? I have no idea of that.
And I believe you. You never saw anything. You were trapped in this bubble of purity, isolated from all the fun stuff that was happening. No, ya habibi. You lie down with dogs, you get up with fleas. Well,
That's
I guess
true.
we will never know. I mean, these are not victims. They are a bunch of lying prostitutes wanting money from you. We should never believe them. Plus, there is no other credible
My just turn the I think it's the music. Authorities confirm the situation is under control. Your future and personality. I don't see all that. I don't understand or believe in all that. It's all kicking off. Should we listen in to one?
just that next one. But then it says Dimona is under bombardment. So that's the latest news on that. There's a few more. Where's that come up behind?
Well, yeah, IRGC, they said Tehran's
Oh yeah, major
retaliation will
explosions
continue
in
I
relentlessly.
Iran.
am.
Sorry, Mez, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
And I don't even know what I'm doing wrong.
Tehran's retaliation will continue relentlessly until the enemy is decisively
Don't know what I've done
defeated.
wrong. TikTok.
Also, there are reports coming out from Israeli sources that they're accepting that their attempt to assassinate several Iranian commanders and leaders has failed. But these are also unconfirmed. But they are admitting that they failed.
Just some more breaking news. The Israelis have put this out. Myron remembers this from last time. There is a strict censorship on publication and strict instructions for settlers not to photograph the places where Iranians' missile fall. So there are no videos spreading of the missiles falling like the previous war, but the situation is very bad according to what we've received from eyewitnesses, and the destruction is great and the rescue teams are working. So another situation. Another.
Are you finished?
And yeah, almost. So that's another example of the censorship that's occurring to make sure this information doesn't get out. Go ahead, Nathan.
Just real quickly, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard has put out a statement saying Tehran's revenge will continue relentlessly until the enemy is defeated decisively.
I just read that.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Pussy.
no, I don't mind.
I'm him.
So the EU made a statement, and I just put it into the group chat in case you want to post it.
These are all like
this is
these all work
Ursula.
together
But she's
to
saying the
set
developments
a
in Iran are
narrative.
greatly
Even these are
concerning.
narrative shapers.
We remain in close contact with our partners in the region. We reaffirm our steadfast commitment to safeguarding the regional security and stability, ensuring nuclear safety, and preventing any actions that could further escalate tensions to undermine the global non-proliferation regime. Critical is and to protect that is of critical importance. The European Union has adopted extensive sanctions in response to the actions of Iran's
Sure.
numerous
I just said that.
murderous regime, and the Revolutionary Guards has consistently promoted diplomatic efforts aimed at addressing the nuclear ballistic programs, though through a negotiated solution. In close coordination with EU member states, we will take all necessary steps to ensure that the EU citizens in the region can count on our full report. We call on all parties to exercise maximum restraint, to protect civilians, and to fully respect international law.
Jordan announced that they're down 2 Iranian missiles for the Israelis. One of them crashed into a Jordanian citizen's home. So while they're defending Israel, they're getting their own people's homes hit. But sorry, back to you, Nevin.
Just real quickly, the Israeli Home Front Command has given the all clear for Israelis to leave their bunkers again. Second, per Israeli outlets, they state that
That's
the
mad.
last wave of Israeli
It's mad that someone has
Iranian
built
ballistic
that
missiles
already.
did not exceed 3 missiles.
New York Times is reporting that the attacks appear to have hit a part of Tehran that is home to Iran's former president Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, a hardliner. The Times has verified videos that show a strike hitting Square 72, a residential area in the Narmak neighborhood where he is known to reside. There are no immediate information as to his whereabouts at the time of the blast.
And guys, there's the video footage in the nest of Doha, as well as the sirens that were activated.
These were
in
next level
Tel Aviv,
graphics for
Israel.
2007.
Israel missiles from Iran are expected to arrive within minutes. And then there was also major explosions in Israel. And lastly, this was just in Israel. Israelis not allowing information out. There's strict censorship on publication and strict instructions for Israelis to not photograph the places where Iran missiles fell. So there's no video spreading the missiles falling like the previous war, But the situation's very bad according to what they received from eyewitnesses, and the destruction is great. And the rescue teams are working. Guys, those are all the next.
Israel has ILTV. If you go on their ILTV, they're not showing anything right now. They're still talking about Geneva. So that should tell you something as well when it comes to the censorship of what's going on for them.
Yep, same. Not surprised. Sully posted a camera picture last night. He said this is the camera picture of a 35 millimeter camera. Yeah, so yeah, that's going to be the big deal.
Just real quickly, Qatar suspends all maritime navigation. Also, there are reports that Iran apparently tried to shoot
God
down
always
an
wins.
MQ-47 aircraft, which prompted it to flee quickly to Abu Dhabi after issuing a 7,700 or 77,000 distress call, 7700. Just to be clear,
Listeners,
just to be clear, sorry, I just want to clarify the MQ-4C aircraft. It's
Another
not a
30
manned
years of
aircraft.
war,
It is an
guys.
unmanned aircraft. Just to be clear.
yeah, for listeners, please repost the space, make a comment. For weeks, Suleiman has been interviewing military experts. He's been interviewing professors about this. All of this background, if you don't have the background information, a lot of this may go over your head. But what Nathan and all the speaker panels are reporting, this is
the,
all connected. Please repost the space.
Just real quickly, I have another statement. So all flights from Russian airlines to the countries of the Middle East have been canceled.
This is the airspace clearing as they were doing it.
And then also, Israel is asking military sites on the northern border to get ready and be prepared.
All
Some more
rounder.
breaking news. We have a couple of things that have come out. Actually, post them within seconds. First of all, Bahrain launches missiles to intercept incoming Iranian missiles towards the U.S. bases. We have the major destruction of buildings by Iranian missiles south of Haifa. That is a major destruction if you check on the page, and I know Maze is gonna get it up there and repeat it, and that would be awesome. And also we got footage showing debris from an Iranian.
I agree with that. War is retarded. You wouldn't guess something's happening, would you? War. They'll be talking about this for the next 20 years.
And them launching the missiles to intercept the ones that are coming from Iran. That's up there. They're pretty wild. But go ahead, Myron.
No, I was gonna say all the Gulf states are probably gonna write a letter condemning Iran and saying, "Oh, you're attacking us, blah blah blah." But it's like they warned you guys. They told you, like, yo, if the Israelis and the United States attacks them, any country that assists them are all fair game. Like they're literally doing what they said they were gonna do.
Myron, did you hear Sully? Myron, did you hear Sully's interview with that Professor Madami? I can't pronounce his name. The Iranian professor. Marandi, thank you. He's laid it out very clearly. He says, "Hey, you don't think that it's fair? We're not gonna just hit that. We're gonna go after the whole thing. This is serious. Again, that existential threat there."
Yeah. I mean, this is gonna be okay. So Trump has been delaying this conflict. I think honestly, he wanted to strike back in January. That's why they were trying to sync up the protests with the Starlinks and everything else like that. But they realized that the protests were pretty much majorly disrupted by the Iranians turning off the internet and then the Chinese coming in and jamming the Starlinks. So the protest angle failed because they had a bunch of agitators in there. And we all know Trump doesn't give a shit about the Iranians. So when he's over here saying like, "Oh, you better not execute any of them," I think a big reason why I said you better not execute any of them is because a lot of them were on Mossad and CIA and other Western put off the hangings until later. But the bottom line is like everything has been significantly amplified. 30,000 Iranians being killed by the government is ridiculous. I would argue it's probably somewhere around 3 to 10,000, maybe. 10 on the higher end. But to say 30,000 of them were killed is like absurd. That's an insane amount of people being killed. So, um, so I think they wanted originally to get the try to destabilize the government and strike back in January, but they realized like, oh, they've armed themselves with Chinese technology. The Russians and they bought a bunch of new Chinese technology. The Russians and them are going to do a joint exercise. All of these different things came in and made them realize like, okay, we can't attack them right now without some pretty serious retaliation. And I think they've just been kind of dragging their feet and figuring out a way to do it. And then on top of that, they need an excuse, like a diplomatic excuse. And I think they got the excuse they needed yesterday when he's like, oh, yeah, I don't like these nuclear talks. I don't really like what they're saying, blah, blah, blah. But it was never about the nuclear. And if anyone really thinks that it was about the nuclear, you're fucking stupid. And the reason why they're able to sell this lie. Go ahead. You had breaking news?
Just sorry, Myron.
Yeah.
I just want to give some breaking news. CNN is reporting that the Israeli strikes on Iran targeted these senior figures, including the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei, Armed Forces Chief of Staff Syed Abdul Rahim Musavi, President.
Why does it keep doing that? It keeps just cutting off. Elon, sort your fucking app out, my mate. I want to reward content creators. Well,
Individuals. It
sort
remains
that out.
unclear whether any were hit, and this is coming out of CNN now. Sorry, back to you.
No, that's interesting. Well, I'll tell you this: if they kill Khamenei, that's going to be they're going to launch right, and they said okay, we got to wait, and I think they needed a diplomatic off ramp. Iran wants nuclear. You can't have a nuclear weapon when many times they said we don't want a nuclear weapon. We just want to be able to have a civilian nuclear energy program, which, by the way,
And you've got to expect that. You can't expect a country not to be able to defend itself when Israel next door stole nukes off America. It's crazy.
Dude, the Israelis have a nuclear fucking program that's completely illegal. That's not declared. They're not signatories of the NPT, Nuclear Proliferation Treaty. Like, who the hell are they to tell Iran what they can and can't have when it comes to nuclear? It's absurd. So, it's just it's an insane violation of their sovereignty. Look, I don't really care about the Ayatollah. I don't really care about Iran, but I mean, we got to be honest here and realize that this is some bullshit. We keep moving the goalposts. This is fake diplomacy, and it's fake diplomacy to justify a war. And even Schumer said the other day, like, hey, I hope Trump can justify this to the American public. And that's what he's doing now, trying to scramble and say it's a nuclear thing when it was never really about the nuclear stuff. It's about the ballistic missile program and the proxies. Most importantly, the ballistic missile program, which we're seeing literally unleashing a bunch of damage all over the Gulf right now, in the Middle East. So we'll see what happens, man. But American soldiers are gonna die for no fucking reason, dude. And this war has zero strategic benefit for us. Zero. Like I can't even think of how just it's Iraq. It's literally Iraq 2.0. And here's the problem. With Iraq 1, right, in 2003, the media had the benefit of controlling the narrative. There was no alternative media. There was no internet. There was no free flow of information. What you heard from, NBC, BBC, CNN, whatever, Fox, what you heard was what you thought it was. Nowadays, with alternative media, with the internet, with people in independent journalism taking a rise, people are awake to what the hell's going on and understanding that our foreign policy isn't really run by us. So this war is happening at one of the worst fucking times as people are waking up to the evils of Israel. So highly unpopular, highly stupid. The only thing I could think of as to why Trump is doing this is like, is he fucking compromised? Like even in my head, I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? Even if let's assume that it only goes 4 days. I've heard for a couple of rumors that this conflict.
Sorry, Myron, can I just jump in with
Yeah,
some
go ahead.
news? We're just going to keep jumping in with breaking news. Spokesperson for the Iranian Armed Forces has said, and I know we gave a short statement on this before, but this is an expanded statement. Our response to America and the Zionist entity will continue until their defeat. We have previously warned them not to underestimate the situation. So this is really getting high up.
It's
Back
all
to you, Myron.
kicking off.
Shit, I lost my train of thought.
4
yeah,
days.
the American public.
People were
You
predicting
were
it's
saying
gonna
that
be
you
like
thought
4
this was
days.
happening because of.
Yeah, 4 days. Yeah, so they said 4 days, right? And it looks like they're going to be doing 24-hour, strikes for over the next couple of days or whatever. But honestly, yeah, he's going to try to sell it to the American public. I presume he's probably going to do an announcement probably sometime in a few hours here. East Coast time right now, it's about to be 6 o'clock in the morning here, Washington, D.C. time, Eastern Standard Time. So I predict he'll probably do some type of press conference around 9, 10, 11 a.m.
Why does it keep doing that?
A lot of Americans are just simply aware that this is bullshit.
I agree with you, Myron, but I don't know
But
about
Myron, you really think? Sorry, go on. Jump in, Mace.
I was just going to say about the timing. What if they're not done yet? He can't claim victory, because they said it's going to last.
Pissing me off now. I'm doing it on purpose, I'm sure.
He's going to avoid the Strait of Hormuz. He's going to avoid aircraft carriers being targeted. He's going to avoid the Chinese missile that they just acquired. He's going to avoid the fact that the Russians have been sharing intelligence with them. He's going to avoid the Chinese radar. He's going to avoid all that shit. So, he's just going to go in and say, we're hitting them very hard. They're begging for a ceasefire right now. I'm on talks with them. It's like, all right, bro.
Yo, your impression is getting
My
really
brother's better. He's way better.
Scary.
Comedy relief. But Myron, you're saying that this is to do with the ballistic missile program and the proxies. I disagree. The proxies pretty much were like, I mean, Hamas, Hezbollah, like literally, there's no proxies. There were no proxies really. I think it's to do with Israel and only Israel. It's nothing to do with anything else, right? Do you not agree?
No, I do agree. I'm saying like that's the bullshit they're going to use. But so in America, right? Because I know you guys are in the UK, they're trying to spin us with the nuclear side. They're like, yo, Iran can't have a nuclear weapon, blah blah blah. Like that's what they're spinning, right? And then they also mention, every now and then, yeah, they can support the proxies or whatever. Like I know that Israel's number one fear is the ballistic missile program, right? But like that's the number one. They learned from the 12-day war that shit is like really like bad for them. And then every month that passes by, they're building 300 missiles. Meanwhile, they're not getting enough interceptor missiles, which is basically assured destruction for them the longer that they allow Iran to build their own stuff. Alongside the drones that they manufacture, you guys talked about the Shahed drones. Those are the drones that actually saved Russia during their conflict with Ukraine. So they've mastered drone warfare too. But as far as like the proxies, yeah, you're right. The proxies are absolutely weakened. But the Israelis and the U.S. are going to use anything they can to grasp at straws and say, oh well, we need to fight them because we need to attack them because the proxies. So they're just throwing anything they can. They always move the goalposts.
Yeah, and that's
Every
also
time,
keep a
without
very
fail.
Byron. I agree 100% with what you're looking at there and your take on it. There's only one thing what Mays threw in there and what Beatrice put in. He's got to be very careful because, as you said, Myron, this is not 1995. This is not 2000 first Gulf. This is now today. People are no longer going to buy the CNN narrative. They've got, thank God for spaces like this. They're going to know. Trump is
True.
going to say, well, I can't sell him the narrative. So he's got to be very careful about that.
Also, just to add to what Myron said, the thing is with the demands, the nuclear demands, right? You can probably convince the American public about that. That kind of you can say, look, oh, they got but the ballistic missiles and the proxies or the support of the resistance that has nothing to do with the United States of America. So the real reason they went to war, if it is the ballistics and the resistance, which I believe it is, I believe the biggest reason was the ballistics because that's just I always said right from the beginning that would be
Agreed.
the stumbling point for any deal, and that was the reason they went to war. So that just tells you it was for Israel.
Yeah, no, 100%. And in America, they're going to
I'll
spin the
just jump
nuclear
in
angle.
just before anybody responds. I'm so sorry. The U.S. and Israel have bombed an Iranian girls' elementary school in Hormozgan in Iran. So far, 36 young Iranian girls have been killed.
They always do this. They always target the innocents, like every single time. You won't see it. You won't see Iran doing this. You won't see Iran doing this. You'll only see Israel doing this. The terrorists.
Well, one thing about Israel is they'll take out 50 innocent people if it means killing one half important person. That's a pretty common theme.
Yeah, yeah. They.
It is bonkers what they're doing, man.
So there's two, and then there's a third one that follows it. See? ثالث واحد. Two, then after 15 seconds, the third one follows. I see some residential flats and people just watching. This is the third one.
Guys, up till Hezbollah in Iraq entered the war.
Is it confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is from Tammuz Intel. Looks like Kitab Hezbollah in Iraq will participate in the
No, they
conflict.
officially, like, are part of the war. They said that they're gonna target American bases in the region. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I got you. Tamam.
So probably just wait for a few hours, mate, and you'll see there's like 4 locations in Baghdad that gonna get bombed at least. 2 in Salah ad-Din, 1 in Babel, and 1 in Basra. These and Jarf al-Sakhra, of course. These locations, if Hezbollah participated, these areas gonna get completely destroyed.
It will get wrecked. Okay, so one more breaking news, Ayaz. So an Iranian ballistic missile has impacted the U.S. Muwaffaq Salti Air Base in Jordan. I just retweeted that. That can be found as well. Again, another missile launched or attacked, targeting a USA air base in Jordan. Not long ago, a couple of Arab countries said that they will not allow the United States to use their airspace.
Because
but yeah, but they haven't. But yet Iran.
I'm gonna try it on the web because it's pissing me off on the other one.
That's why they said that we don't want Iran to get attacked, but it's all bullshit. They want Iran to get attacked. That's why they are being targeted by the Iranians because they have American assets in the country. But despite that, I think that the Iranians will not achieve anything by striking the Khaliji countries. It's just for the show.
Okay. So yes. So yet again, the Qatari foreign minister says it reserves the right to respond after the Iranian attack. So they just reiterated the statement yet once again. So more of Kandum. Yes, more of Kandum.
Yeah, it's really like a bad move.
Just a whole lot of Kandums. Yes.
Just aim. Salam alaikum, bro. Then you got any updates in Iran?
Yeah, bro. Israel fucking bombed an elementary school, killing 30. So far, 36 young elementary Iranian girls are martyred, killed by the US and Israel.
Can you tag me? Can you tag me to the post if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just want to retweet it. Thank you.
I think freedom has its own price.
Oh, so
6, are you there?
Yes, bro.
Okay. So there's another one. So now, videos are circulating online of the interceptions. Correct. So this is in Kuwait. So a Patriot air defense system in Kuwait intercepting an incoming Iranian missile. Now again, uh, no fighter jets are taking off from Qatar, Oman, Khomeini. No, nothing. Right. But so let's just hear the defense system in Kuwait. That's a big one. See. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Genie. It's all yours.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I just wanted to update. A missile fell near Ebril International Airport 3 minutes ago as well. Just thought I'd let you know.
Can you say it again? My bad. I just got to open
A
the
missile fell near
computer.
Ebril or Erbil International
Erbil,
Airport.
Erbil, yeah,
Yeah, 3 minutes
yeah.
ago that
There's a
was.
housing of USA troops in Erbil. Yep, yep.
Um, Iraq is the only country that's gonna get bombed by both sides. I don't know if that's a good thing or a
But
bad
by
thing.
who? By who?
By the Americans and the Israelis from the side, and by the Iranians from the other side.
Hmm.
That's why we need to. I don't know. You know what? I wish that like the Iraqi militias are serious about what they say. I wish that the Iraqi militias gonna actually do something against the Americans so they can get fucked raided by the Americans and the Israelis. And after that, like the Iranians cannot do anything against Iraq. Like it's not that they can like destroy any city in Iraq, but the Americans can do that.
Absolutely. Just a second. Yeah, so a couple of videos actually circulating as to when these air defenses, whether it was in Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait, the one just recently. So they're publishing the interceptors that intercepted Iranian missiles. So the last one that I played was in Kuwait. I see one defense system. Okay, so one intercepting an incoming Iranian missile. So Iran says it will deliver a historic lesson to Israel and U.S. This is
See what
before
I'm
three
looking at.
minutes.
Max, did you see Saudi's statement?
What is this statement, Akhoya? Please tell me.
It's the second one after successes thing.
This is
Says
the
later Saudi
latest one.
Arabia announced that it's prepared to join America in any capacity in the war against Iran.
There you go, guys. Okay, so again, even if you have, because me myself, I'm one with my own kind. Wallahi al-azim. We have been saying this from the very beginning. Okay, if you listen to, okay, I'm gonna give you a really good example. Okay, if you met a guy from Oman and he's saying to you guys, no, no, we should make diplomatic relations and bilateral trade and political trade with Iran. Guys, that's just one Omani speaking to you guys. He does not represent whole of Oman. Meaning to say that, will I take his word? Again, he's only one individual. Will I take his word, or will I take Omanian politicians, government, investors who have real power and real money? That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's what Iraq Arabia is trying to say. This is what Iyas is trying to say from the get-go. Right? So let's not pretend and kid ourselves. Okay, as much as we don't like Israel, but guess what? Iranians killed more, and they killed it out of the thought of Islam. Again, I don't want to make it in a like religious form. That's not what I do, wallah. Wallah, that's not what I do. Right? But again, so is that confirmed, Saddam? Is that statement confirmed? What does it say, but like, can you read it to me?
Yeah, it says
Thank you.
right here. It's shared by Mario
Mario. Okay.
Mario Nafal.
Nafal.
And
Okay, so it's in Arabic.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
the statement's right there. It's in Arabic. If you read it, it's from Drop Site News.
It actually doesn't say that though. It says that the Saudi Arabia condemns what the Iranian thingy on the Emirat, Bahrain, Qatar, and Kuwait and Jordan, and the Saudi does stand with everything, like with this country, and would do everything. Bro, fuck it. I suck at translation. But
Okay, hold
basically,
on,
they
hold on.
said that we
Okay,
stand
go
with
ahead.
you, niggas. We would do anything that you would do, anything that you want. We're gonna stand with you. And they warn, and they warn Iranians from awaqib,
Consequences.
consequences. Exactly.
Consequences.
And they ask
Mm-hmm.
the United Nations
On Iran
to
has
condemn this
officially begun.
and
US
take the
President
necessary
Donald Trump
steps
just bombed
to
Iran
stop the
on behalf
Iranians'
of Israel.
intihakat.
Make America great again actually means make the Middle
Intihakat.
East greater
Violations.
Israel.
Stop
The
Iranian
President of the United
violations.
States
Yes.
is captured by Israel, compromised by an Israeli compromat building project by Jeffrey Epstein. What exactly does Israel...
True, true. I firmly believe that. This is probably gonna get me fucked on TikTok, but don't worry.
have on the US President Donald Trump. Are you really willing to die for the paedophile president captured by Epstein's Israel? If you think that Iraq was a tough war for US soldiers to handle, coming home in coffins draped in US flags, then Iran is a whole different kettle of fish. It is 3 times the size of Iraq and has a military which has been preparing for this moment for 5 decades. This war will not benefit the US in any way, shape, or form. Not only will it lead to greater authoritarianism at home, but it will lead to the US throwing everything it can into not only resources directed towards the military, but humans directed towards the US military. US veterans have a far higher rate of suicide than other members of the society. More US soldiers were killed by suicide in Vietnam than killed by the war itself. This war is in no one's interest but a wafer-thin section of the billionaire tax haven Epstein class. The idea being bandied about by client journalists is that somehow Iran would target Europe with a nuclear weapon. Iran has shown no indication of anything of the sort. However, what we do know is that Israel has been developing nuclear weapons for a very long time. US President John F. Kennedy said that the inspection of Israeli nuclear facilities in Dimona was a necessity. That didn't happen, and JFK was killed the very same year he suggested the idea. However, what does exist within military doctrine for the Israelis is something called the Samson option. It is the use of nuclear weapons against any state, anywhere, at any point. It seems that recently Israel may have carried out new nuclear tests. If anybody is crazy enough to drop nuclear weapons, it would be Benjamin Netanyahu. And of course, it was key Israel lobbyist Sheldon Adelson who argued for the dropping of nuclear weapons on Iran.
What do you mean support negotiate? What are we going to negotiate about? What I would say is, listen, you pick up your cell phone and you call somewhere in Nebraska and you say, okay, let it go. So there's an atomic weapon goes over ballistic missiles in the middle of the desert that doesn't hurt a soul. Maybe a couple of rattlesnakes and scorpions or whatever. And then you say, see, the next one is in the middle of Tehran.
Who was it that funded Donald Trump in his latest presidential election campaign? None other than Miriam Adelson, the former Israeli soldier and widow of Sheldon Adelson.
Miriam, stand up, please. She really is. I mean, she loves this country. So I'm going to get her in trouble with this, but I actually asked her once. I said, so Miriam, I know you love Israel. What do you love more, the United States or Israel? She refused to answer. That might mean Israel, I must tell you. Miriam gave my campaign indirectly 250 million. She was number one. But her husband, Sheldon, was an amazing guy, and he'd come up to the office, and there was nobody more aggressive than Sheldon. I think I spent more time with him and you. He'd call and say, "Can I come over, please?" I say, "Sheldon, I'm president of the United States. It doesn't work that way anymore. It's like maybe tomorrow. How about tomorrow?" No, please, just for a little while. He'd always say 10 minutes. It turned out to be about an hour and a half. And what he did is he fought for Israel. That's all he really fought for. He just wanted to take care of Israel.
As Trump's ambassador to Israel stated recently in an interview with Tucker Carlson, the United States today could not care less if Israel takes the entire region.
Does Israel have the right to that land?
No, they don't. Is the answer to that. I want to see a
And
will.
it was very simple. Why have you left? And if it isn't really personal reasons, please can you tell us? Because we, as grassroots members, have a right to know as to why you have left, because you were in a position.
Fuck Plaid Cymru.
And I have a very tight.
Apparently, the reason why the Greens won in Denton and Galton.
This is actually really funny.
Yeah, it's a Muslim conspiracy. Apparently, they all got together, the Muslim men, and they forced their wives to vote. You know how they treat their women. Apparently, there's video footage of just Muslim men in Denton and Galton grabbing women by the hijab. Get over here, vote. I can't believe it.
Neither can we. Dave, Phil, Stephen, John. Are you stupid? Are you bloody stupid? How do you think that went down? There's a bunch of Muslim men in Denton and Galton saying to their wives, "Hello, hoi, 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 hoi. Everybody listen to me. Ladies, women, we are going to vote."
Who are you going to vote for? I'm very tired from the fasting.
Shut up, Shugufta, shut up. I'm going to vote for the Greens.
Why are we voting for the Greens? Because the Greens are very good. Why is the Greens very good?
The Greens are led in Denton and Gordon by a very good woman with great policies. She's very nice, just a good person. And overall, the Green Party is led by a Jewish. He is a Jewish and he is a gays. And when you put the gays and the Jewish together, you get the gay Jewish. We are voting for the Green Party and the very nice woman in the Denton Gordon.
Okay, let's go. Are you sure I can't have an app?
No, you can't have an app. Let's go. Steve, Tom, Philip, John. I've then seen you online after the Greens won in Denton and Gordon saying, "Boys, this is bad, man. This is bad. We need to check to the Muslims. Ain't it haram for them to vote for women? Ain't it haram for them to vote in general? Hold on a minute. It's definitely got to be against Islam to vote for a gay Jewish geezer. We got to encourage them to follow the Sharia law.
Funny. '56 number of students killed. See, we're just Fucking war, war, war. Yeah, that's fake. This is all war creates is death and destruction. Sad, man. But it's human nature, it's what happens, unfortunately. I'm gonna host a space as well. We going to host a space, we are. They're having a bloody meltdown there. I will be back in 2 seconds. I am just going to set up a few things. So while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna play a little bit of music. I didn't change that. Dickhead. We have got updates. More countries have reacted to Israel's US attack on Iran. So, Belgium have said I bet you no one joins this. I bet you. Because it's all the same people. The gatekeepers, as they call them. But I don't give a fuck. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. So, Belgium, the Iranian people must not pay the price for their government's choice. Foreign Minister's Maxime Prevot. We have got live footage of one of the bases. 2 seconds, I'll get it up. And so it all begins again. And so it all begins. Hello there. We are just witnessing the meltdown of the Middle East in real time. Hope you're alright, Jay. It's been a while. And I appreciate you showing me the space station so I can play music and things. I appreciate you. But yeah, what I was saying. Norway, the attack is described by Israel as a preventative strike, but it is not in line with international law. So, Norway are against it. Pakistan Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar strongly condemned the unwarranted attacks against Iran. So, it's 2 versus 1 so far. 2 versus 1 so far. But I hope you're okay, Jay. I was just chilling. I'm going to play a little bit of music while we wait for people to come in.
You spend so much time trying to erase the past, but the past is what makes you the scars. My story's written on my skin, shows every place that I've been. The lows are low, the highs are thin, but I finally know how to begin. I'm not all better, I'm not all cured, but I'm not the person I was before. I'm just me, and that's enough. Learn to be strong when life got tough. The gray scales got color now, even if it's blue. I hung up the dial tone, I'm starting new. The rock star's dead, the mirror's glued. I survived the fall, I'm pushing through. They say that scars are permanent, a little broken, a little bit, but they just prove the life I've spent. And I appreciate every cent, the good, the bad, the joy, the hurt. Turned all the ashes back to dirt. My static's gone, the signal's clear. I'm permanent, and I'm still here. I still have days when the echoes start, when the 9 p.m. feeling tries to break my heart. But now I know the difference between the dark and the day. I got a voice of my own, I know what to say. I tell my demons, get the hell out the way. I got a life to live, I got a price to pay. The price is being present, the price is feeling all. The price is getting up every single time I fall. And it's worth it, man, I'm finally sure. This ain't a fantasy, this is the cure. They say that scars are permanent, a little broken, a little bit, but they just prove the life I've spent. And I appreciate every cent, the good, the bad, the joy, the hurt. Turned all the ashes back to dirt. My static's gone, the signal's clear. I'm permanent, and I'm still here. I appreciate the highs 'cause I know the lows. I appreciate the sun.
Hello. I think I've accepted your request. I don't know if you can hear me or the music, to be honest with you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was just like, I was just trying to join the group, and you had to, write a request, like sentence. So yeah, I was in the middle of that. But yeah, hey, Junie, how are you, mate?
I'm living the dream. How about yourself?
Yeah, it's like, fuck, I'm not living on $10 a day, so
You're doing well then. You're
um,
doing well.
yeah, I think that's a good perspective to have. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
yeah.
Life's all about perspective as well. That's one thing I've learned over the years.
It's a very good point. Yeah. Mm, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's really hard when especially if you've come from either a family or something that you expect to be normal. It's hard to change when things aren't working as well. But there's still workarounds within that moment. There's still workarounds, whether it be economics or whatever, family.
Yeah, there's always a solution to a problem. That's what I find. Even with family problems or any problems, I don't really have problems, to be honest with you. I'm tend to be good at finding solutions before the problem arises, if that makes sense. So
Yeah, what's that? There's something weird that NASA talked about, and they've got triple redundancy. It's like plan, plan, plan. So that kind of helps.
yeah, yeah, that's true. I'm not much of a planner though. I have started planning. I just tend to wing it. And if it goes right, it goes right. And if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. And I don't tend to allow
Oh,
it to affect me too much if it goes wrong. Most people let it eat them up and shit when it goes wrong. So,
it is interesting. Yeah, again, I guess that goes back to sort of perspective, what we're talking about. Like, yeah, almost like you got to make the most of what you got for a moment there. Kind of works. But it is hard if you spoil um, to have low expectations.
Yeah. 100%. People need to lower their expectations of people as well, because people of humanity is very good at disappointing each other. I don't know why.
Ooh, that's a classic statement, isn't it? That's a classic. Yeah, but it's hard. I mean, unless you're a psychopath and you don't care, that's kind of true. You kind of feel the bumps in the road.
I think I might be a psychopath then, to be honest. No, I'm joking. I do
Fuck
care.
yeah.
I do
Yes.
care a little bit. Just not a lot. My fucks haven't completely given out, but they're diminishing.
Yeah.
They're fading slowly.
Well, I think with age, somehow it gives you a different perspective as well. So yeah, I think the road is a little bit rocky when you're younger, just through street awareness or wisdom, and so I think the road can be rocky. As you get older, you kind of go, I'm expecting a bump, kind of. I can kind of
Yeah,
I've been in this road.
waiting for it. You're waiting for it.
You kind of yeah. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just that ability to kind of it's kind of like life. It's life smarts, not street smarts, but just life.
Yeah, just life in general. I agree with that. But how's
100%.
your week been? Have you had a good week?
Oh, look, it's been challenging, so I'm not going to complain about it. It's just like, what's the point? But yeah, been challenging. But can I say that I've got a full belly of food? Yeah, I've got a full belly of food. Can I say that I've got a roof over my head? Yes, I can say, yeah. Can I have a shower and wash my clothes and drink water? Yeah, I can do it. Was it great? No. Was it awesome? No. But it depends what awesome is. So, depends how you rate awesomeness. So, did I make $1 million? No, fuck no. Did I meet fucking 15 different dogs in a park? Yeah. Did they come up to me and say hello? Yeah.
That would have made my day.
Did
My
I?
day would have been the best day ever.
Yeah.
I love dogs. I would have been like, yes,
Yeah.
dogs.
They're fucking random as fuck. All these cunts coming saying me for like hello. I wasn't calling them. I wasn't saying, hey, come over here, mate. So that's quite sweet when you look at life in a different sort of valued manner to have that interaction. So that's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that. Yeah. But even even sitting at a fucking park, mate, so just having the greenery around you, or just sitting beautiful, because that's so peaceful. Just in the park, and it's not quite butterflies and stuff, which I'd love even more. Butterflies, yeah. But it's so cool. But yeah, it's just simple, just really kind of simple basics. It's kind of like um not stressed, not stressing out about humans being fuckwits.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoying a moment with a dog. Yeah,
They are as well.
yeah.
They are as well. I
So
can
yeah,
second that.
yes, yeah. So it's kind of nice. Like I think there's a couple of things which make um, the human experience really good. It's being around plants or animals or water or wildlife or bush. All these things are so crucial. Take your shoes off, go for a walk. So I think part of that is the healthiest thing you can do as a human being in a sense. But your audio might have dropped out. But I'll just continue. But I just don't get the snow thing. I can't imagine being snowed under for 1 or 2 months of the year, or even longer. It's kind of like you have to break up a bit. Your audio's gone there, Jenny.
No, I'm still here. I'm still here.
That's right. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, mate. Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
concentrating as well. I'm trying to figure out how to do streaming stuff and things because I'm useless. But I am still here.
You're multitasking. Apologies, please. Sorry,
I'm
mate.
trying
Sorry,
to. I'm
mate.
attempting. I wouldn't say I am. I'm attempting.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, absolutely. No, well done. So yeah, but it's I just can't. Like, I feel sorry for the Canadians. I mean, not only is I don't want to get into politics or anything, but their representatives aren't they good? But they get snow too much of the year. Fuck me. It's like you can't do shit. So what's really cool because I'm actually in Sydney. So if I'm just go down the road, it's about whatever half an hour. Um, I can be at a really good beach, and swim um, comfortably. Like around this time, it's perfect. The water temperatures are really good around this time, but I can't imagine not having that ability to bit of it's just that weird thing of snow. No, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do the fucking snow thing.
I'm not. I'm not one for
Uh,
snow either. To be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the snow.
yeah, fuck it. I think did you let Nos up as a speaker? I think I brought the cunt. Hey Nos,
Oh,
I'm
hello,
blocking.
Noah. Anyone can
I'm
request.
blocking.
Yeah, anyone can
Yeah,
request.
yeah.
Invite to speak. Hello, Astro. We're just chilling, watching the chaos ensue in the West, in the East, should I say? Organized chaos, I want to say. I got a feeling this has all been planned, and they wanted everyone to be chaotic as much as possible. So.
Yeah, I think it's accurate. So we had one of the representatives from the small Hawaiian community come, especially over to speak to the Australian government. And yeah, he was very well represented. We had helicopters flying over the city, maintaining order. So yeah, this was pre-planned a bit. Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy, and it's crazy that no one is just they're just allowing it. People are just let's just bomb everyone. Let's just bomb every single nation. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? It's crazy, bonkers.
Pretty crappy. Yeah, because it's not just the Iranian civilians are going to get hurt. It's like it's US military that have to train and work really hard. But there's going to be loss of life there as well. It's not just the Iranian public. It's like
Yeah,
why subject Americans to this
we've
shit?
got a
Sorry.
we've got a death toll already. Death toll after Israel attack on school in Iran jumps to 40. State media. We have reports earlier in that Israel strike hit an elementary school, girls' school in Minab, a city in the Orogaza province of South Iran, killing 24 kids. That's sad, that is.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Just 24 innocent young kids. And I think, what if that was me? What if I was born in the West? That could potentially be my kids now.
The thing what it does is it creates this whole thing where if you're the lone survivor, your parents are killed, or your daughter or your sister, you've got an anger issue. You're going to retaliate. So this whole stupid moment where you don't you don't this whole war stuff is just bullshit. It's just big banks and big corporations that provide the weapons and It's just stupid. It takes it out on civilians, and then they get angry. And then they migrate to your country, and then they go, "I'm pissed off with these cunts."
Yeah.
I hold a
Yeah.
grudge.
Yeah. And that's what I see the English people and everyone. Oh yeah, it has nothing to do with us. And I'm like, it has everything to do with us because you lot are the ones complaining. Oh yeah, we're being invaded by Muslims. We're being invaded by these people. There's no wonder when we're bombing every Muslim country that I know of for the last 30 years. It's inevitable they're going to seek safety or refuge.
Yeah. One of the things that scares me though is the thrust of the think tanks that run the NGOs that promote migration. Like those think tanks, they're literally located in the small hat wearing areas. So they have a think tanks, they help the NGOs create policy, to influence foreign governments to import these people with wars that they fucking started in the first place. What do you think is going to happen to first world countries? You get pissed off people being promoted to come to your country. Well, this stupid thing that's been going on. It happens in Australia as well. Just, if we destabilise a country, then NGOs push migration. What do you think those people are going to be like? Do you think they're going to be settled? Do you think they're going to be happy people? Do you think they've come from a war-torn country and not have what PTSD or whatever it is? Have a hold a grudge, whatever. It's just silly.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that fully. Feel free to grab a mic, guys. We're just watching the chaos unfold, just chatting shit, and I'm streaming as well. So
Yeah. How do you even know what that means, Jenny? What does that mean?
so
Streaming.
you can, if you go on my page, you can see me as well, and you can see what I'm doing and things like that, like video. Feel free to grab. Well, I was until I just pressed that, and I don't know what I've done now. I've just ended the space, haven't I? No, it's still going. I just pressed the wrong button. I pressed on my own stream and I thought I ended the space. But yeah, you can see me basically.
What, our video?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And you
Yeah,
can
fuck.
see the space and
Yes.
everything I'm doing basically.
Oh, shit. Okay, fuck.
It will kick you off the space though, I think, if you're doing it in a space like I just did. Like a donut.
Oh, fuck. Live right now to run. I looked at your page, I can't see it. Whatever. Is that like the link tree? No, it's not link tree shit.
I'll put a link to it now. It should be around. Oh no, it's because I'm in a space as well. That's why.
Oh, okay.
It's because I'm doing all of it.
Yeah, cool. So, so if you're doing a live stream, does it mean you're going to YouTube and other platforms? Is that what that means?
Yeah, I'm on all of them. I've just sent it.
All right, okay.
Down below. Oh, Noah's have given us a. Noah's has sent something in 30 seconds ago. What's he sent in? Russia isn't going to get involved. Yeah, right. He put it up on top. Yeah, that's true.
I think what's interesting is boots on the ground. I think they're going to do that, but they'll provide logistics. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. Kind of makes sense.
And we've got another.
Provide,
Go on.
Sorry, they provide intel. Sorry, I didn't mean just logistics. They provide intel.
We got another update from Bahrain. Bahrain says evacuating Manama village is a priority after missile attack. Bahrain says it was evacuating people from a neighborhood housing the headquarters of the U.S. Navy Fifth Fleet after it was targeted by Iranian missiles. Why are they harboring Americans anyway? Madness. It's all kicking off. Like in an ambulance where you are, it's all kicking off where you are.
We've got Mardi Gras here.
Ah, yeah. Is that the gay one? Is Mardi Gras the gay one?
it's look, that's where inside going. Oh, not me, mate. You guys have fun.
Yeah, I can't do that. No, thank you.
You guys and girls have fun. It's not just guys; it's girls as well. But anyway.
Weirdos. We'll just call them. We'll generalize them and call them all weirdos. I'm fine with it.
Look, it's not for me, but look, enjoy your day, enjoy your night, whatever you're gonna do, have fun. It's no skin off my nose.
Yeah, I agree with that. It doesn't. It doesn't necessarily faze me, but it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I think it was really weird when I was like, a bit younger. Like, fuck me, I'd say, because I lived in the area for a little while. I had so many guys crack onto me. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I've got a girlfriend. It's like, okay. At a point in time, you just go, okay, it's just you cunts. Okay, you do your thing.
I don't think I don't think I've
I'm
ever had a
fine.
man hit on me. I don't think I've ever had a man
Yeah,
hit on me.
fine.
Fire away, Noah's.
For fuck's sake.
Noah's, you got a man. You got your hand up. No need to put your hand up. Fire away.
Sorry, Nos. Sorry, mate. Have a good one. Yeah, have a go.
Geez, you don't need to apologize, Jay. We're way past that. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, again, like it's a really good evening. It's really lovely. It's warm in Sydney, so it's kind of like a good night. So yeah, just
Hey,
enjoy it. We had a bit of
I
firework.
was
We had
gonna,
a bit of fireworks go. Sorry, go ahead.
I,
Sorry, mate.
I was just gonna say, thank goodness Australia isn't involved in any of this bullshit.
Yet. There's time.
As far as we know, I mean, they're gonna have to pick. They're gonna have to pick a side eventually.
Well, I don't know if you heard earlier that we had a representative from Israel come over 2 weeks ago. And like from my window, I was watching the police helicopters. You never see that really too. Just monitoring. It's like, what's this person doing here? And so I think he was trying to rally for support for what's going on now, currently, like this at this moment. Yeah. So I think we are involved. I know there's troops on the ground, but I'm sure that there was a stern letter or stern request sent that this is what needs to happen. Anyway, that's what happened about 2 weeks ago.
I think this is the end of NATO. I think that's what it is. To be honest, I mean, we have to restructure everything after this. I mean, it's like, first of all, we need to address the fact that America bombed Iran. They had no legitimate reason for bombing Iran at this current time.
True. No
Yeah,
legitimate
I think it's
reason.
a good. I think it's a good argument.
I mean, look, even though Iran and Afghanistan, if I'm not mistaken, ISIS is controlling Afghanistan at this current state, and also parts of other countries as well. So even Iran, you could say that there is domestic terrorism happening in that country as well. But the fact that we're uh, pushing our post-colonialism, as always, that's what we do. But the fact that we're pushing that, we're siding with Israel here. This Israel is the main guys here. It's not America. We're Israel is pushing America to bomb these countries, and it's the guise of freedom, but it's actually just some Zionist bullshit.
It's interesting that you use like a proxy army. It's almost like the US is a proxy army for as that country said. So I've got to be careful with
100%.
Australia. Yeah, it's a proxy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a proxy war, 100%. But that's what most wars are, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think Australia's the bitch. Sorry, Australia. Sorry, America's the bitch. America's being the bitch at the moment. That's kind of what I'm
Yeah,
kind of
dude,
trying to
there
figure out.
is
Yeah.
zero chance that we're bombing Iran by ourselves. Absolutely zero chance. It's Israel that pushed
Yeah.
America to do it.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I have to agree with you.
It's always Israel. It's always Israel.
This is where we have to draw the line in the sand. It's like, as Americans, we're fucking done. We're tired of this so-called freedom. That's not freedom. They're destroying other countries. We have no response. We have no say in this. American citizens, if we had the opportunity, we wouldn't even think of something like that. You're trying to start a war, and that's what they've been doing, because Israel has they were the ones that created ISIS. They were the ones that created this the domestic terrorism that we see all the time in the mass media.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. 100%. And that's all we do keep
Yeah,
seeing.
it's kind of what you're kind of seeing with the mass media. It's trying to convince the 90% of the people that through propaganda. So it's like 90% of the people don't agree, but they're trying to like promote what 10% of the people feel, right? You know, as an average. But it's weird thing that happens with media is it doesn't represent the masses. Whatever shit they lay down, mass media.
Well, yeah, I don't think the masses will ever agree with BlackRock, Pegasus, or whatever the fuck they're called, that are responsible for the mass media. The general
Yeah,
public will never get along with that.
Operation Mockingbird, I think maybe that's a reference point. But yeah. I kind of agree.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the guys that mass media wants best for the American people. When it's Operation Mockingbird is the mass media surveillance state.
It's so sad to see our so-called representatives not representing the average Joe. It's kind of like on the same thing. Any politician not representing the will of the people. It's kind of global at the moment. It's kind of sad. Every first, at least every first world country that I can see, generally that's what's going on. They don't listen to the will of the people. That brings me back to this whole Jeffrey Epstein shit. Like, how many of every, not just like in UK or Scotland or Ireland or US or Australia, but how many countries around the globe have got politicians who are compromised? And I've just got this weird feeling that, that's how white policymakers have got representing the politicians who are compromised, blackmailed. And I've just got this weird feeling that, that's how white policymakers are
it's
representing people.
The banks and corporatism run these governments, all of them. Well, yeah, it's the banks and corporatism
How can somebody
run
who's
these
worth $1 million
governments,
go into politics
all of them.
within 2 years and make 30 million or 50 million? Familiarities, You saw this stupid scandals happen. Somebody who's worth $1 million into politics, just within 2 years, they make 30 million, whatever, 50 million, or whatever it is. How does this work? How do people get bribed? There is it done through you can make heaps of money by saying yes to this, or are they caught out doing something wrong, like the Epstein thing? So it's a really crappy level of people we have to vote for who don't represent again, just average Joes. But you have to excuse me for a moment.
No
Go ahead.
worries. I think that the founding fathers of America said that we're allowed to overthrow the government. Now, just because that they wrote that doesn't mean it'll actually happen. I mean, the fact of the matter is, we haven't pissed them off